Have you ever had a moment where you just had to pinch yourself? That was Keltie Knight. You probably know her from Entertainment Tonight. She's got that spark, that energy, and a knack for making anyone feel like a friend. Her career has been a whirlwind of red carpets and Hollywood exclusives, but one phone call changed everything. On a hectic Tuesday, her producer said 2 words, royal wedding. Suddenly, Keltie was headed to London, not as a tourist, but as press, to cover a real-life fairy tale. For a girl who grew up loving stories of princes and princesses, this was a dream come true. The assignment was more than just reporting facts. It was about capturing the magic, the romance, the spectacle. Keltie's background as a rockette meant she understood performance and pageantry, perfect for a royal wedding. She was ready to dive in, to see the details others might miss, and to share every second with her viewers. This was her chance to be part of history, and she couldn't wait to begin. Packing for a royal wedding isn't your average trip. Keltie needed outfits that were professional, stylish, and camera-ready, plus comfortable shoes for endless hours on her feet. She picked bright colors to stand out, and of course, a fabulous fascinator, because you can't go to a royal event without a hat. Beyond clothes, there was gear, microphones, earpieces, and all the tech a TV host needs. She did her homework, reading up on royal history and past weddings, determined to give her audience more than just the dress or the kiss. The excitement built with every item she packed. Friends and family cheered her on from afar. The night before her flight, she barely slept, her bags by the door, her heart racing. Keltie Knight was about to step into a real-life fairy tale. The little girl who loved princess stories was heading to London, and she was ready for the adventure of a lifetime. The flight to London felt surreal, but landing at Heathrow made it real. First mission, pick up her press credentials, the golden ticket to everything royal. The media center buzzed with reporters from around the world, a mini United Nations of excitement. Keltie stood in line, heart pounding, surrounded by famous anchors and seasoned journalists. When her badge was handed over, it was official. She belonged. That little laminated pass was proof of all her hard work. She snapped a selfie, grinning, and sent it to her family and team back home. The adventure had truly begun. With her press pass clipped on, she stepped outside, soaking in the London air and the city's energy. The iconic red buses rolled by, and Keltie felt the thrill of being part of something historic. The real fun was about to start. She was ready to explore, report, and experience it all. With time before the big day, Keltie explored London's royal landmarks, not just for fun, but to prepare. Buckingham Palace was more magnificent in person, the guards and gates iconic. She wandered through St. James's Park, imagining the royals who'd strolled there before her. At the Tower of London, she marveled at the crown jewels, history sparkling under the lights. Westminster Abbey gave her goosebumps, soaring ceilings, stained glass, centuries of coronations and weddings. These places weren't just backdrops, they were living history. Keltie filmed short videos, sharing the magic with her followers. Walking the procession route herself, she gained stories and insights for her reports. Her connection to the city made her storytelling richer, more authentic. She was falling in love with London and couldn't wait to share that with her audience. Every step made the royal wedding feel even more real. As the wedding day neared, London buzzed with excitement. Flags everywhere, storefronts decked out, the city in celebration mode. Keltie set up near Buckingham Palace, surrounded by a global sea of journalists and cameras. The camaraderie was real, reporters swapping stories, braving the chilly wind, united by the moment. Crowds camped out for days, eager for the best view of the royal procession. Keltie interviewed fans from around the world, each with their own royal story, each adding to the magic. These conversations became the heart of her reporting, showing what the wedding meant to so many. It wasn't just a celebrity event, it was a moment of unity and inspiration. The energy of the crowd was contagious, the anticipation electric. Keltie wanted her viewers to feel it all. The joy, the pride, the sense of history. The city was alive, and everyone was part of the story. The heartbeat of the celebration was the people. The wedding day began before dawn, Keltie in her on-air outfit, adrenaline high, ready for hours of live coverage. As the sun rose, crowds swelled, excitement peaking. Keltie delivered live updates every half hour, capturing the mood, the traditions, the final preparations. Between segments, she filmed behind-the-scenes moments for social media. Fun, candid, real. Her audience got to see both the spectacle and the unscripted joy of the day. The highlight, watching the royal procession from a perfect vantage point. Carriages, horses, royals waving. The roar of the crowd sent chills down her spine. Keltie described it all with genuine emotion, swept up in the magic. She wasn't just a reporter, she was a witness to history. Sharing that awe with millions at home was a privilege she'd never forget. The fairy tale was real, and she was living it. It was a day she'd remember forever. Covering the royal wedding gave Keltie a fresh perspective, an American discovering the deep traditions of the British monarchy. She became a cultural translator, explaining the pageantry and history to her audience back home. The sense of continuity and connection to the past moved her deeply. In London, tradition wasn't just history, it was alive, uniting a nation. The experience taught her the power of shared celebration and the beauty of honoring the past. Looking back, Keltie felt immense gratitude for the adventure, the lessons, and the people she met. The wedding was the headline, but the human connections were the real story. No matter where we're from, we all love a good love story. For Keltie Knight, this wasn't just a career highlight, it was a heartwarming chapter in her life, and she carried the magic of that royal day with her, always.